what it do, what it do.
I'm definitely face of boxing. Absolutely.
They up the level, I'ma up the level with them every time.
Shakur Stevenson!
I mean what I say, lines on the cover.
Oh! Charlo just dropped Lewin with that sweeping right and goes down face first. It's over.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the morning after show. I am one of the hosts, KQKC BOXING NETWORK. We're going to have Knockout come along in just a second. But I want to thank everybody for coming in and getting up this morning. I'm a little hoarse, but we had a good day, good afternoon of boxing yesterday. And of course, we got a lot of other boxing coming down the pipe. All right. So I want to thank you all for coming in this morning. And of course, we're going to be going over the latest topics in the sport of boxing. Of course, the fights is coming on. We got Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia looking great. And of course, we're going to talk about that spectacular knockout last night, yesterday evening. And that's with Nick Ball. Nick Ball fell short yesterday. I mean, Nick Ball dropped the ball yesterday. All right. As you can see, I'm a little hoarse, but still, you know, hey, I love it, baby. I love it. But let's see who all in the building while we waiting on knockout. All right. You know, knockout, you know, computer's a little slow when you get it started, to get reared up. You know how it is. So anyway, let me see who all in the building. Okay. All right. Yes, okay. We got my man Ray the Boss. What's going on, Ray the Boss? Ain't seen you in a minute, baby. All right, but good to see you, bro. All Things is up in here. What's going on, All Things? Terry Woods, what's going on? Andre, up in here. What's going on, Andre? Yes, sir. Salute to you, brother. All right. Yes, sir. What's going on, JD? All right. Salute to you, JD. What's going on, Up? LD. What's going on, brother? Good to see you yesterday, too. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. What's going on, Fat Pack? All right. Appreciate you coming in, my brother. Good call. Yes. Mud 2. What's going on, Mud 2? What's going on, Tim Carey? And not Jim Carrey. Good to see you, my brother. All right. That's and I know you from over at Knockout page. But Knockout, he'll be here in a minute, y'all. Okay. But while we waiting, all right, we still gonna talk a little boxing. Okay. And that is that the fight yesterday. And I know Knockout might want to go back over it, to talk about it. And which is fine with me. I don't care. But I think that was one of the best fights this year so far. I'm talking about even better than Shakur Stevenson. Now, I know some of you all might be Shakur Stevenson fans, but I'm sorry. He can't hold a candle. He can't hold a candle to what Brandon Figueroa did yesterday. I'm sorry. That was a damn good fight. It was a close fight. And they let their hands go. They were throwing in combinations. And ain't nobody sitting there roboting, being a sock and rock and robot. See, this is what I mean. When I'm talking about Shakur Stevenson's a little bit boring. Shakur Stevenson had more jabs than power shots in his fight. You have to go back and look at the copy box sets. And I mean, I'm like, what? Then everybody's surprised that he didn't do nothing different. He was the same old Shakur Stevenson. He didn't close the show. He went the distance as usual. But Nick Ball, Brandon Figueroa, they was active. They was active. They let their hands go. Sometimes they were posture. They were posture for a minute. And then one might throw a jab. One might run into a jab. Because Nick Ball kept getting his head popped back. That's why you saw his nose bleeding a lot. And then, of course, Nick Ball, he was getting them uppercuts in on Figueroa. I mean, uppercuts like right in the clinch. I mean, it's one of them sneaky uppercuts. It's like you in the clinch, you got your arm around his, you're trying to work with the free hand, but that Nick Ball boy, he's a slippery, tricky mother, right? I mean, he was like, wham, he came up under and hit him with the thing. But you know what? That was on fire though. All right. Now, without further ado, we call him Matt KO, the GOAT. That's right, the GOAT. All right. And he been doing a great job staying on their asses. He been doing a great job with Gervonta Davis. What's going on with his court appearances, court filings, and everything. All right. So let me bring up my partner on Sundays, the Young G, Knockout Boxing 86 TV. What's going
Coming
on?
to the stage.
What's going
on with you, man? How you doing?
All right. Just getting the roll call out to many and telling them about that exciting fight last night, man.
Yeah, man. That was a good fight, bro. You talking about Nick Ball and Brandon Figueroa, right?
Hell yeah, knockout.
Yeah, that was a good fight, bro.
I loved it, man. Brandon Figueroa, man, he caught them on that chin, baby, then that was the end of it. But I'm gonna have to ask you a few questions about that fight too. Okay.
Yeah. Let's get to it because we got a lot of news to cover too. But we can talk about that fight first.
Okay.
That fight lost me about $300, but you know it is what it is. We'll take it on the chin because the right man won. Luckily Brandon Figueroa got the knockout, and I didn't lose as much as I would have lost if he didn't get the knockout. So I was on Nick Ball. I was on Nick Ball heavy for the decision, and I covered it a little bit with Brandon Figueroa by knockout. So if he would have won by decision, I'd have lost everything. But at least he cut my losses in half. So shout out to Brandon Figueroa getting that 12th round stoppage and making it not hurt too bad this morning. But man, that was a hell of a fight. But what's your questions, man? What you got for me? What's up?
Just like you said, you had Nick Ball. I had Nick Ball too. I told everybody before the fight came on. I said, look, I got Nick Ball winning. You know, they both different styles. And I'm kind of curious how them styles gonna clash. And it did just like I thought it would go. You know, Brandon Figueroa always do what? Press to action. Switches from southpaw to orthodox. But everyone saw that fight as Nick Ball is gonna win. Now, it's mighty funny though. And I'm not saying nothing went wrong. I'm just saying when Nick Ball got knocked down the first time, he got knocked down and fell on his face.
Yeah.
And he was out of it. He got up and he was doing the stanky legs. He was still wobbling. The referee didn't make him step over here, step over there. So he just got his gloves, shook him up. You good to go? Yeah. And he went on and let him go. That looks suspicious to me, man. Sometimes, you know, you gotta, it just got to give him time a little bit or something, you know, make him walk or do something. But because they wanted him to win. That's his hometown. He's in Liverpool, you know. So, and then here he comes with the second, and it just Brandon Figueroa would not won that fight if it wasn't for that knockdown.
No, that's 100. You 100% on or something. You 100% right. You know them UK judges be looking out for their own fighter. This dude, he from Liverpool, born and raised. They fighting in Liverpool. Yeah. It's his promoter Frank Warren putting on the fight, and the referee is trying to at least get him to the final bell. Because make no mistake about it, if Nick Ball would have survived, you'd have got a split decision for Nick Ball, or you would have got a draw or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's why I can't wait for them scorecards to come out to see what them scorecards was when Brandon Figueroa stopped him or whatever, because I guarantee you they probably had Nick Ball up on them scorecards. It was a good, close fight. And if you had Nick Ball winning up until that point, I ain't mad at you. I thought it was back and forth the whole time. But you 100% right. The fix was in for Brandon Figueroa, which was part of the reason I was so heavy on Nick Ball. But, you know, Brandon Figueroa dug deep, did his thing, and got the stoppage. But no, you ain't wrong. That's exactly what they wanted. That's why the ref did that. Because if you would have make him walk side to side and he fall over, or he look wobbly, then you have to stop the fight or whatever. So he was doing everything. He was doing everything he can over there. I'm surprised he didn't try to rip his tape from his glove and say time out, referee time out, to give him more time or some shit, man.
Yeah. You know, I just saw something, and you know what? I think opening LD, I think he pointed it out. You know, and I thought about it. I said, you know what? Yeah, you know, cause I saw the replay and everything, and then the knockout, and I went back. The scorecards was even knockout. Then Nick Ball had 1 point. Then, of course, Brandon Figueroa started coming along. Then it was all tied up going into the championship rounds. Then I said, oh, man, Brandon Figueroa, he needs to win all these rounds to get this win. You know, even try to get a draw. And, you know, and thank God he got the knockout, you know, and there you go. You know, he went over there and took his shit, you know, and now he's on the way back. So, but, no, it was just a good fight, man. And I'm telling you, that's the best fight I've seen this year.
Yeah, so far that's been the most entertaining good fight. And people thought that that Nick Ball had a shot against Monster anyway. They were talking about Nick Ball versus Monster anyway. Monster anyway moving up the featherweight. Boy, y'all don't sit y'all head down somewhere, boy. They was over there talking crazy in the UK. Brandon Figueroa, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think Nick Ball's style was just good for him. He was able to get inside on the smaller fighter, kind of wear on him a little bit, which I didn't see happening because Brandon Figueroa, he was looking bad his last few fights, but he came through and showed up and showed out. But in the featherweight division, you got him, you got Rafael Espinoza, you got Bruce Shushu Carrington. I don't know if he can beat them other champions. I don't know what he can do with them. So we'll see. What Angelo Leo is another champion, but I'm hearing they making Rafael Espinoza versus Angelo Leo, and then Espinoza might move up. I guess my question is, how long do you think Brandon Figueroa can stay at 126 pounds, bro? He is huge.
Yeah, not long.
126 pounds, man. How long you think he can keep making that weight?
Man, not long, man, because he's long. He got a long reach, but the body's getting too heavy. And it's gonna be too hard to make weight, and you gotta be careful when you've been doing this for a while. You see what happened to Adamas, you know. So you got to be careful with that rehydration and all that, dehydrated and all that, you know. So, but I think he might have to move up within the next year. So there's no doubt about it. Your body just can't go squeeze down, and just what I was trying to tell everyone. That's why Tank put rehydration clauses on their asses, because they always squeezing down anyway. So by the time you get ready to make the fight, you already squeezing down to 135 when your ass is on 147 pounder, you know. So, I mean, then you rehydrate up, and then you get in the ring the next day, you be like, well, who the hell is that? Damn, how you get so big? You know, because he grew up. You know, he's at his regular weight, actually. You know, so, yeah. So he should move up, do the right thing, and move on up. Start and cut 126. That ain't happening. Just like the other fight, Turner. Turner was a big ass goddamn flyweight. I never seen a flyweight that big. And if y'all watched the fights yesterday, y'all know who I'm talking about. Turner. As a matter of fact, he fought in Beanie, and he quit. He quit. His team threw in the towel because the guy was just too damn big. You know, and this is another example. And I call it a weight bullying. That's what I call it. You know, so, but it was the best fight this year thus far. I mean, even over Shakur Stevenson. You know, maybe Shakur Stevenson could take notes on that fight.
Yeah, no, that was way more entertaining than that fight, because Shakur made that shit look he made it so easy, bro. Yeah. And Team Alifu was so bad, you know. Shakur had an opportunity to really step on him and step on the gas, I thought, and he didn't. So Shakur Stevenson, probably the most one-sided fight so far of the year. But as far as a competitive, entertaining, high-level fun fight, that's what Brandon Figueroa and Nick Ball bought us, bro. So
that's what I'm saying, knockout. We in the stage in boxing today where it's okay to go 12 rounds. It's okay to do the decision with no knockouts. Are we okay with that? Are we happy with that? Or we won't see both? We won't see both. Walk them down and make the fight rounds competitive. Then step on the gas and step on your punches. Sit down on your punches, and and then close the show. That's what I like. I ain't talking about rock and sock and robot all 12 rounds. No, that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, look, entertain me, damn it. Entertain me. Like James Tony say, put your combinations together. All right. Just don't have a jab fest. All right. I call it a jab fest. Right. You throw more damn jabs than power punches. It's something wrong. There's something wrong with that. I'm just saying. And I'm not hating. I'm just being honest. Hell, Tank could lose 7 rounds. But he closed that damn show. So
already.
Yeah.
So let's get to some of the hottest news in boxing right now. We got Jerron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. The will they, won't they? Will they do it? Will they not do it? Like it's getting exhausting at this time as Virgil Ortiz, his manager, goes on to Twitter and acts as if, and he hints at the fight being done, KQ, talking about he got Virgil in 7 or whatever. And then somebody says, oh my God, we might be getting the fight. The fight is done. And says, the manager, Rick Marajian, whatever his name is, he was hinting that the fight was done. And then Rick Marajian says, no, I never said that. I never hinted at the fight was done. Bro, we saw you on Instagram. We saw it. They screenshot it already, bro. What is going on, bro? Are we getting this fight? I say we're not getting this fight, but what's your thoughts on the new developments with Jerron Ennis and Virgil Ortiz, man?
Well, see, the thing about it, it's not new developments. It's just another way to say, y'all hold on. We're going to try to work on it a little bit more. That's all it is. And I don't think we're getting this fight. I don't know what they're waiting on. I think they're waiting on Turkey. I think Ortiz, I think he asking for a little bit too much, because, both guys have really, really, really reached that plateau. Boots should be a big, big star by now. But still, it's tough when this guy want to be the A side, this guy want to do this guy want to do that. Then you start talking about you want to fight this guy, Earl Spencer, me and him make a better fight. It's just like they're not negotiating in good faith. That's what it is. They're not negotiating in good faith. And I don't think we're gonna get this fight. I don't.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, bro. I don't think Virgil Ortiz wants it, man. I hate that for my Texas bro. You know what I mean? I root for Virgil. I like Virgil. I'm a Boots fan too, obviously, but Virgil Ortiz looking funny in the light, bro. He ducking. He look like he don't want no smoke, and his team is just moving like they don't believe Virgil can win this fight. And I think Jerron Boots Ennis is gonna be fighting somebody else when he gets ready to come back to the ring in April, because April's fast approaching. It's already February 8th. Yeah. Time is flying by, and so we know Virgil is really. Jerron Boots Ennis is looking to get back in the ring as soon as possible. So. I think that fight is out the window. I don't think that fight happening, bro. I don't think Virgil wants it. I think he knows he's a bad style matchup. He can't do nothing with Jerron Boots Ennis from a stylistic standpoint. Yeah. And he'd rather keep making easy money, and maybe he'll fight Jerron Boots Ennis when they in their mid-30s and they made as much money as they can fighting other people. That's what it looked like for me, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Kamar's. My God, what's going on? In a $2 holler, baby. He said James Toney and Shannon Sharp kept it 100 on Shakab.
Yeah, they said they both said that Shakur is a really great fighter in their opinion. They said that he is he did good, but they said they ain't paying to watch him fight, that he's not entertaining enough, and they don't see him kind of as being the face of boxing one day. What's your thoughts on what they said from Shannon Sharp and James Toney, since Kamal Oz put it in the super chat? What do you think of what they said, man?
Yeah. I covered that on the show the other day, and James Toney, he knows boxing, and we're not asking. And I saw a lot of smart asses had comments to say, but listen, James Toney not asking him to sit there and just trade with him for 12 rounds. He saying that, look, I want him to be entertaining. I want him to put his punches together. That's what he's talking about. And he said he went to bed after the 4th round, the 5th round, and this is what put butts in the seats. And this what gets your name ringing. Now, they trying their best. They trying their best to make it like a master class performance. It was a jab performance. Yes, it was. And yes, he was very hard to hit. And I am going to definitely give him his flowers because he did win and he did make Tio look real bad, real amorous, so, but still in all, yes, if you find that style, you'll never get to that plateau to say, man, Shakur Stevenson, that's a bad boy. Wow. Yeah, but okay. What does he do so good? What do he do so great? And that's he got a great jab. Yes, he do. No doubt about it. But listen, everybody hit the like button, okay? Hit the like button, and we got a knockout Cash App under there, and we got my Cash App under there. All right. I just want y'all to support both of us. Because we definitely been
appreciate you, KQ. I appreciate you, man. I don't to me, I don't. First of all, they entitled to their opinion, bro. And it's getting real weird out here to me in these boxing streets. It's like if you don't fully glaze Shakur Stevenson right now in today's climate in boxing, people will call you a hater and shit, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's real weird. Like I don't think Shannon Sharp or James Toney was number one. I don't think they were hating. Number two, they right, bro. Like if you look at that fight and you see how bad Team Alifu was missing, you see how well Shakur Stevenson had the distance gauge with his jab. Why can't you throw the left hand behind it, bro? Why can't you take more risks to get him the hell up out of there? Because you're already busting him up. You already got your timing done. So people want to see more from you. There ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Nothing wrong with that at all in the least bit. And I just didn't know. I didn't know when did people become so easy to impress, bro? It's like people are in a daze. They in a coma, bro. Like when did people become so easy to impress where you can just impress them with a jab, bro? And now everybody's like so fucking impressed. Did we not see what Terrence Crawford used to do, bro? Do we not see what Floyd Mayweather used to do? Andre Ward, Ray Leonard, like, do we not see all the what they displayed in the ring, bro? I thought that was supposed to be the standard, fam. Do we not see the way that David Benavidez is moving and the way that he beating up guys and shit? Like, why is it so impressive these days just to simply take advantage of somebody's clear and obvious weaknesses, bro? Like, all Shakur Stevenson did to Team Alifu was take the blueprint laid in front of him by Sandor Martin and Jermaine Ortiz, and since he's more talented than them, he was able to do it worse.
Yeah,
that's what he did, bro. So this idea, fam, that you can just be so impressed by a jab is wild to me, bro. I've never that's a really low bar. That's a really low bar, fam. So it is what it is. I just hate that people ain't entitled to their opinion or whatever. If you like somebody that's never gonna take risks, bro, that's gonna stay in first gear the whole time because they overly cautious and worried about what's gonna happen and shit, and they want to be super defense, then do your thing, bro. But you can't get mad at guys like Shannon Sharp. You can't get mad at guys like James Toney for asking for more from a fighter, bro. Because those are two athletes that gave you more. Shannon Sharp didn't catch the football and then just fall down. He caught that bitch and he was trying to go to the house.
Right.
James Toney wasn't just cool being, I'm going to be Mr. Defensive or whatever, and I'm going to make sure you can't hit me. No, he tried to fire back at fools.
Yeah.
In the middle of his defense. So you talking about two people that took risks to try to show how great they was, bro, and asking somebody to do the same. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Because I'll end it with this too, KQ.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, but it's true. Terrence Crawford could have sat back and he could have just jabbed Errol Spence the whole night. He had Earl timing. He had Earl down to a T. He could have just sat there and busted him up with a jab all night. But what did Bud try to do? Bud tried to turn up. Bud was trying to catch him in between shit, left hand behind it, uppercuts, all kind of shit. Once he realized Earl couldn't mess with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's all I believe Shannon Sharp and others are saying, bro. That's all they're saying. And somebody like myself, I'm taking it a step further because I told y'all this shit would happen. It was a bad matchup for Team Alifu, bro. Told y'all from jump, but then nobody want to listen to KO. It's cool though. But I don't have no problem with what Shannon Sharp and James Toney said, KQ. Not in the least bit, bro.
No, I don't. I don't either. Because first of all, they're entitled to their opinion, and of course, your Shakur lovers, they jumped on it and everything. Like, James Toney, you know about boxing no more. I mean, I saw the comments, and no, you're right. And then this is another thing. They don't have nothing to do with the fight that he fought, but this Shakur whole MO. I'm gonna knock him out. Oh, then you go in the corner and tell your grandfather, I'm finna stop him. Shakur, you're not stopping nobody. You haven't knocked nobody out in I don't know how long. I can't even keep up with it.
He got pad work, pad lay out of there, man. Pad work.
Yeah. He took the day
pad
off.
Work, pad
He
lay,
went 9 rounds for the champion.
Yeah, man. He climbed down from the telephone pole and almost went the distance, man. You know how that go.
Man, shout out to my man Kabaz Oz with the $2 holler, baby. He said Shannon also said he wouldn't pay to watch Shakur. Yeah. Oh, I didn't hear that.
Hey, that made Shakur mad too. Shakur was talking to Najee from Cigar Talk.
Oh yeah.
And Shakur said he just stupid. He don't know what he talking about. And see, that's just a dumb comment. And I could really just talk about the stupid things that he's done. Talking about Shannon Sharp issues with the ladies or whatever. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take the high road and shit.
Yeah.
So he didn't like that. But what do you think? What do you think of that part of it about Shannon Sharp not wanting to pay for a Shakur Stevenson fight? People are also mad at that. Like how dare you say you won't buy his fights?
Well, most of his fans don't buy his fights. Damn it! All right. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. You know. But still in all, look, Shannon Sharp, he's a celebrity. So his seat's gonna cost more than mine. So his seat's gonna be like 2,000-3,000 probably, you know. And I don't blame him. I want to be entertained. I don't want to spend my money just to sit around and just watch. I'm not excited, you know.
Yeah.
We're not in the UK. I mean, not the UK. We're not in Saudi Arabia. They don't give a shit about boxing over there. Look at them when they something happens. They're just sitting there. So that's why boxing don't belong over there. It belong over here. Well, we cheer for our fighters, you know, but still in all, listen, he's right. You know, I ain't paying for something that I'm not gonna get nothing out of it. They're just throwing away money, you know, and it's not no coincidence that people have walked out on his fights. And I'm not trying to shit on him or nothing like that, because he did do a great job with Tio, and I have to give him that credit. I must give him that credit. But still in all, dude, come on, you gotta make it more entertaining. But I think this is what I believe. I believe he just don't like to get hit. And also, Bozy came out and said that he hurt his left hand. And that's why he wasn't throwing it with authority. Well, why he always having problems with his damn hands? You know, when the fight ain't that exciting. But and now don't get me wrong, Bozy and him are like thick thieves in the night. Bozy said that's my guy, but I think he hurt his hand.
I think it's because he slapped with it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
If you watch Shakur Stevenson punch with his specifically with like he's good at turning over his jab or whatever. But when you look at on both hands, if you look at him start throwing hooks and shit like that, he don't turn his punches over. So he slapped with it a lot. He punch you with this shit right here a lot. And it'd be fucking his hand up, bending his hand back and shit a lot. That's what, at least that's what it looked like to me. It looked like he don't turn over his punches. He slapped with his shots, and as a result, it's fucking his knuckles up because he punching with this part of his knuckles instead of this part of his knuckles and shit.
Right.
And so his knuckles is getting messed up. So he having hand issues. That's what it looked like to me, bro. Like he just, for whatever reason, I guess because he's trying to focus on speed or whatever, trying to focus on getting the shot there as quickly as possible. He not turning it over and hitting you with the part of the knuckle that they teach you to punch with, bro. So it you know, that's what it looked like to me with him, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I wanted to ask you too, while we talking about him, man. The WBC came out and they stripped Shakur Stevenson, and I got mixed feelings on this, bro. Like, I disagree with the WBC doing the shit, but for Shakur Stevenson, when you went into that fight with the WBO, you knew that was the WBC rule. So I kind of see both sides of it. But what's your thoughts on Shakur Stevenson getting stripped at 135 pounds, bro?
You know, I hear what you're saying, but on the other flip side of it, Shakur know that that's what they do. You know, you can't hold two belts in two different weight classes at the same time. And then on top of that, two different sanctioned bodies. You knew that. And then also you turn around and then pay. That's really like, you know, slapping them in the face. Listen, stop listening to Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is gone. He's retired. Your ass got to stay there. You got to fight. Your career ain't over with yet. Terrence Crawford, you know his attitude. He got to stick up his ass. I said it. He got to stick up his ass outside the ring. And then there you go. You trying to imitate him. You're not Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford got his own switch with swag. All right? But you don't. You need to get a little bit tougher and think for yourself, son. Think for yourself. Do what's good for you.
Because now he can't. Now he can't go. Now the decision has been made for you.
Right.
You know, you can't go back down to 135. Now you ain't got no hardware down there. Or KQ, I throw this at you. What if he was lying and he was never anticipating going back to 135 in the first place? It wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time he publicly lied. So his plan all along could have been to just let them strip him. I ain't paying y'all no sanctioning fees. I'm staying at 140.
See, that what got me. That, you know, I ain't paying you. You know, that sounds just like Bud Crawford. Well, get the Ring magazine. Ring magazine is a Ring magazine. It's a magazine belt.
And what it let you know is he knew that he was gonna have to pay sanctioning fees ahead of time. He knew the exact amount, and he said, "Go ahead and take that belt. I don't need the belt. I'm not paying." So that's where I'm at. Where I'm kind of like with you, where it's like you knew going in what the fee would be,
right?
And if you knew what the fee would be, and you knew you wasn't planning to pay it, why was you talking about you going back to 135 leading up to the Team Elifu fight?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I mean, y'all want some attention so bad, bro. Like I see y'all in the comment section. Shakur Stevenson is not the man at 135 or 140, bro. He is not bigger than the belt. He need belts to get fights. Did y'all forget that he had to beg Williams to pay to fight him? Y'all niggas is tripping, bro. Y'all think some fake Turkey Al-Sheikh numbers and one fight against Team Elifu gonna have people knocking down his door trying to fight him, bro? Like he's some cash cow now. Y'all gotta stop this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all really gotta stop this shit, man. Like y'all, please stop, because y'all are aggravating me, and it's too early in the morning for this shit, bro. One win against Team Elifu where they don't tell you the pay-per-view numbers, they don't tell you the live gate numbers. Don't mean that now you can just move out this bitch like you Canelo Alvarez or something, and then all of a sudden you can get any fight you want. Everybody knocking down the door to fight you because you're everybody's biggest payday. That shit it's not that, bro. There's a reason they trying to tell you attendance numbers and not tell you what the actual revenue numbers is, bro.
Right.
There's a reason for that, bro. There's a reason Turkey Al-Sheikh is saying some shit that the New York State Athletic Commission has not verified yet. Wake up, bro. Wake up, dog. Like, y'all cut that shit out, man. It's too early for that shit, bro. Damn. I need to go get me some coffee, KQ or something, because these boys are up in this comment section tripping.
Let me say this. The WBC, Maurice Suleiman, I want to clarify this. He's not getting sanction fees from the fighters to go party with his buddies, to go get hotel room for his buddies. Do you understand that the Suleimans, his father, they got businesses. They got businesses. They got real estate. They got other businesses that they live off of. They're not that money that goes back into the fighters that can't do no better or whatever. So don't believe no lies, okay? I know that for a fact. They got other business. You think they just doing that? That's all? No, they're very wealthy. So they don't need. Come on, really? Yeah. But everybody knows the rules. Everybody knows the rules. If you want to be a champion, you know the rules. You know, and you know what you have to do.
The thing where I'm at though, KQ, where I do kind of where I'm on the WBC is they pick and choose when to follow their rules and shit. And it seems like they follow their rules and they make up their rules as they go along, and they just use their rules to really press their own agenda. And I think it's a little bit of that shit that Terrence Crawford did to him. You know, Turkey been disrespecting the WBC or whatever. Right. Zuffa boxing is now the competition. So I do think it's a lot of there at play too, where it's like we're gonna strip him because he with Bud. Bud was disrespecting us. He acting like he don't want to pay us our money or whatever. And we're gonna take Shakur belt too, because I think the line has been drawn in the sand. I understand it's that going on too, because they pick and choose what they want to do with the PED rules, what they want to do with the mandatory rules. Some people get to pick their own mandatory. Some people be forced to fight somebody. Some people get to keep their belt and never fight a mandatory for years. Some people get stripped after they ain't fought their mandatory for 2 days or whatever. So I think they picking and choosing, because I see Williams Zepeda ranked as the number one ranked fighter in the WBC right now at 135 pounds, and he from Mexico. I think Suleiman trying to get him a title shot opportunity, coming out for getting his ass whooped by Shakur Stevenson back in July 2025, bro. So I see that going on as well, but I'm with you where if you know that shit and you Shakur Stevenson and you know that shit going in, and if you want to still go down to 135, have a chance to unify, have a chance to get fights, you need a belt, because Top Rank ain't trying to give you Raymond Muratalla unless the fight can be as big as possible for a unification and get as much money out of it as possible. They're not finna just give you a shot at Raymond Muratalla belt, bro, just because you Shakur Stevenson. That shit ain't happening like that, bro. But we'll see how it all play out. That's all I got on that. One last thing I want to ask you about Shakur, but you can go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say that whole card. I thought about it. You know what? That was nothing but a Top Rank card. Do you realize how many fighters was from Top Rank on that card?
Yeah, it was a lot of them. It was a lot of them for sure. Yeah. Turkey ain't got no fighters. Niggas ain't really trying to go to Zuffa. He still need other promoters to put on fights for him. They just send it over there, taking Turkey money right now until he get up out the sport. But I want to ask you this on Shakur Stevenson before we move on. Shakur Stevenson called out Pitbull Cruz. So Shakur Stevenson essentially, and he called out Ryan Garcia too. What do you think? What do you think of his hit list that he made, where he want to fight Shakur Stevenson, and if any of the guys at 147 want to fight, he'll fight them under a rehydration clause. But his main thing Shakur wants next is he wants to fight Isak Pitbull Cruz. What y'all think of it? What you think of that, bro?
You know, first of all, y'all know what I'm gonna say. Those all Tank leftovers. So he just want, of course, those all this left, basically. But look, fighting Pitbull Cruz, we know he has basically one style until he fought Lamont Roach. Because Pitbull did change up and start boxing a little bit in that fight. But Shakur, you think you got hand problems now? Try to hit him on the head and see what happens. Pitbull Cruz head is concrete.
I'm gonna break all four of his damn knuckles.
You're damn right.
He gonna break all four of his knuckles hitting that boy on the forehead. That boy got a rock head, boy.
You don't have no neck, man. So that's not Lamont Roach hurt his hand. So Shakur, stylistically wise, Pitbull Cruz ain't going back. He's coming forward. And don't let him land one of them big roundhouse right or left hands and knock you out. So, but still in all, that can be an easy fight for Shakur because he fights with a jab. So maybe that jab can get him the win, because he's not going to knock him out. Here go another fight. He's not going to knock him out. He's not going to close the show. So we might as well go ahead and understand that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's I don't think it's people will buy it, but it's not a winnable fight for Pitbull Cruz. I'm
just trying to figure out. So it's like the contradictions of fight fans for me, right? So there are some people in boxing that say Shakur Stevenson is way better than Tank Davis, and he beat Tank Davis. Right? Tank can't fuck with him. Tank only got a puncher's chance. He's not on Tank Davis. He's not on Shakur's level at all. That's what a lot of people say. And 99% of those people, I'd even argue that 100% of those same people criticize the shit out of Tank Davis for calling out Pitbull Cruz. So if you think Shakur is better than him and you criticize him for calling out Pitbull Cruz, where's all this criticism and where's all this energy for Shakur Stevenson calling out Pitbull, bro? Why is it okay for Shakur Stevenson to call out a motherfucker that Tank Davis outboxed with one hand and Jose Rayo Valenzuela outboxed and made look a fool too? Why is that the fight he calling out? So you at 140, fuck Tank Davis in 135. You got a hit list you can make at 140. You
Right.
ain't say Richardson Hitchens' name. You ain't say Gary Antoine Russell name. You ain't say Dalton Smith name. You ain't called out Nan Champion. You called out to fight a fighter who lost to somebody that you claim resume is weak, that you ain't got no respect for, that your fans say is trash for calling out Pitbull. The whole boxing world cooked Tank Davis for calling out Pitbull, say it's a trash ass fight. How come that's an okay fight for Shakur Stevenson, bro? How come? Like that's what it be with me, KQ, is the picking and choosing shit.
Right.
The selective, if this fighter do it, I hate it. It's a trash ass move. If this fighter over here do it, I understand it. Pitbull is marketable. Pitbull is a name in the sport. He bring the Mexican fan base. So I understand why he would want to call out Pitbull. It's to continue to grow his brand. Like, what y'all on, bro? Right. If it's trash for a fighter, then it surely should be trash for a fighter that you think is better than them, bro.
Yeah.
And y'all don't criticize them. Y'all a bunch of hypocrites, bro. That's why I can't get down with a lot of people, man.
Yeah,
that's why I just do my show with you. And then I just do my own shit. Cause these boys out here is fake, man, and fraudulent, dog.
Yeah. No, I said, I mean, just be honest, and of course you're gonna get backlash and stuff. Look at me, I don't give a shit. All right, I don't get if I get backlash tonight, goddamn it. That's just like Boots calling out Rolly. I mean, let's be honest. Come on, really. And what you trying to do? Just stay busy, or because he got a name, or because Tank fought him. I mean, a lot of excuses you can have. But what happens when you want to fight the top guy? Where's that at?
Ryan Garcia on a rematch clause, for Christ's sake. When you on camera saying that Tank Davis weight drained Ryan Garcia and he ain't have respect for it because he was fighting weight drained fighters or whatever. But now you want to try to do the same thing, bro.
Bingo.
That's like what are we doing, bro? And niggas just be like, Shakur, I mean, he the best though. He the best though, man. I'm so glad. I mean, he lied to y'all about his deal. The nigga signed a 5-fight deal to Matchroom back in 2024, and y'all just gloss over everything, bro. Y'all crazy as hell. Couldn't be me. Y'all ain't asking no questions. Y'all ain't wondering why he lied to you. He been lying in interviews forever.
Yes.
Forever. Y'all just let him lie. Frankly, that boy signed a 5-fight deal to be under Matchroom from 2024 to right now. He still got 2 fights left on that deal. And y'all just gloss over that shit and don't care. Y'all crazy, bro.
I mean, these guys didn't even believe when Stephen Espinosa told him in his face on his talk show that, hey, look, we sent the contract to you all. We sent it to you. And then, of course, then he said, well, I didn't get it. Then he said, oh, yeah, he want a 4-fight deal and whatever. And PBC wasn't gonna give it. He just want you to fight one time. Just one fight deal. That's all you're gonna get. And then he won't take it. He won't take it. So you tell me. Y'all all hollering out with Tank. He ducking him. He's scared of him. But he sent his ass a contract. See, that's what I said. And look, and I ain't trying to be biased, and like Tank ain't my favorite fighter. But I'm a fan, big fan of Tank though.
The truth ain't biased, KQ.
Huh?
The truth ain't telling the truth ain't biased, bro.
Man, I know. But they KQ, man, you getting back. But see, that's the truth though. But see, that's what I'm saying. We tell the truth over KQKC. We ain't gonna lie to you, the same way with Knockout. At least he got the receipts to show you, Shout out to Kamal's Oz. All right. And that super chat. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Kamal's. He said nobody got angry when the WBO stripped Demetrius, Boo Andrade, on his 160 title when he wanted to fight for the WBO at 168. It's selective outrage. Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, it is, bro. I get what you're saying, fam. I get what you're saying. Come on. I wish somebody do from the comment section would come by the channel when I can actually debate them and stop being scary in comment sections, bro.
Yeah.
I really wish they would just hit the link when I'm live, bro, because the shit I'm seeing in the chat is crazy and atrocious. Y'all is crazy, bro. Man. Vicky Holly and Modern King Boxing, y'all sound stupid and misinformed as hell. I really hope that y'all would hit the link one day, bro, so I can just fry y'all. Go ahead, KQ. I know you got your super chat, man.
Isaiah, what's going on, bro? Yes, sir. Appreciate you in the super chat. It says Shakur is a compulsive liar. I won't tank while leaving T.O. fight signed. I'm a free agent while being in a 5-fight deal. Lies after lie. Yes. See, that's what I meant when I was saying that he always say what he's gonna do and never do it. And no, I mean sometimes the knockout is not there. But just wait and let's see the fight. Then after the fight, then you can say this and that, but listen, Shakur Stevenson is not going to be that top echelon fighter, okay? He's the one that said belts really don't matter now. At first, when Tank said it, everybody was pissed off. Now he
Now
said
they matter.
Now rehydration clauses. Now he put one on, I mean, come on, really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
like
crazy, bro.
pay for it, damn it. Shit.
Let's switch over to it's some news on the Devin Haney front too. I wanted to talk to you about. So there was an interview over on YSM Media where Greg Hackett was talking, and he talked about Devin Haney's little brother being out of pocket for what happened at the Shakur Stevenson weigh-in. Devin Haney says he hopped on Twitter and he said I got this charge, so I can't speak on it, but y'all don't know what was said before the camera started rolling. Basically saying that Tiger Johnson said something out the way first that got everything started again, trying to put the blame on Tiger for the events that happened at Shakur Stevenson's weigh-in. What's your thoughts on that, man? Number one, Devin Haney getting the charge. But number two, what he said about Tiger Johnson and how he started it, but it wasn't Devin Haney's little brother's fault in the first place. What's your thoughts on that, man?
Man, listen, sticks and damn stones. So what? But that don't mean you go out there and act a fool. You still got to keep it professional. You might send a little something back or whatever, and y'all go about y'all business. But like I said, I bring goddamn bill. You the OG in the crowd. You should have put a stop to that. And then you got some other security whatever talking more smack. That what I didn't like. So I mean, listen, and Devin, you said they charging Devin?
Yeah, he said he got a pending charge or something, so he can't speak on it. He got a charge. Okay. I think he got a charge for fleeing the scene, running and shit. Because that's the only thing we saw his ass doing was running and shit.
Right.
Ain't it crazy? He the real person that's fleeing the scene and shit.
Right. Oh, you don't know I'm built like that. Yeah, he ain't built like that. You ran out there.
He was in that bitch. He was in that bitch shooking.
That's what I thought. I
saw him
dip out of there. I thought I saw him dip out of there. He didn't know what to do, man. Think about real life. Don't want to say some of these guys just run their mouth. But no, he couldn't speak on it. I understand that if the case is pending, because you don't want to say something that might incriminate you, But Tiger Johnson should definitely take that to court, or because they all jumped on his ass. They all jumped on him. So what he said something.
Hey, what if? Wouldn't it be crazy if that boy Devin Haney gets found guilty or something and Tank Davis gets off?
Man.
After all this shit.
They go crazy. They already crazy as hell right now. They really go crazy, man.
Oh, did you catch a super chat? Catch a super chat. I gotta ask you something. Catch a super chat, man.
My man Kabaz, in that super chat again, man. I'm showing out this Sunday. So Devin the lawyer Haney and Chicago Twitter said it says they're pound for pound, but they need to outweigh their opponents. Or what rehydration clauses? Contradictory. How many opponents outweighed Floyd? He was true pound for pound. Facts.
Yeah, that is looking for an advantage, bro. Yeah. You cooking with that, Kamal. Salute to you. Yes, salute to you for that, man. For sure. For sure. Just simple question for you. Is Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson the biggest fight in boxing? Why or why not?
No, it's not. Because the two fighters they're fighting. It's not the biggest fight because you know what you're going to get when them two fight, right? It's going to be this is how this fight in my mind will go. It would be the battle of the jabs. The battle of the jabs. That's what it's going to be. Shakur be on the back foot, maybe try to come on the front foot. Devin going to stay on the back foot. If Shakur gets too close, what you going to do? Grab him, clinch him out. Then reset again. And then here we go again. A battle of the jabs. No knockouts. Because neither guy, like that thumbnail said, neither guy got power. Okay? So how would that fight look? All right? That fight going to look like it's strategic, which is not, because both guys just don't have the power. And you're just going to see a lot of a pancake baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. That's what you're going to see. That's all you're going to see. So that's not the biggest fight. A biggest fight is a fighter that's going to go in there and start throwing his punches and start throwing in combinations and then trying to figure him out. It might make some adjustments and then start sitting down on his punches and then trying to hurt him by the body or by the head or whatever. That's a big fight, okay? But that fight, that's not going to be a big fight because Devin Haney, we know his track record. We know Shakur Stevenson track record. You mean to tell me he fighting Devin so he all of a sudden going to change? Devin, you all of a sudden going to change? No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You had a guy hurt in the second round. You played it safe for 10 damn rounds. Who does that? And then Shakur, he handled T.O. Yes, man, he made it look silly. But he didn't close the show.
I think KQ that it's a big fight, right? But when you say biggest fight in boxing, that means it's going to generate the most interest, generate the most revenue, and be the biggest thing that the sport has. And that's just not true. There's no evidence to support that, bro. I think it's a big fight. Biggest, bro. When Tank Davis, if he comes back, which we all anticipate he'll do, we just got to see how the case goes. When he comes back, his comeback will be the biggest fight in boxing. If he were to fight one of them, that's the biggest fight in boxing. If he were to fight Manny Pacquiao, that's bigger than that. David Benavidez versus Zerto could be bigger than that. Jerome Business versus Virgil Ortiz could be bigger than that. Like, what are we talking about, bro? If David Benavidez gets the Bivol fight and come back down to 175, that'll be bigger than that, probably, bro. You got guys that are bigger stars in the sport, guys that generate more revenue and more interest in the sport that all have a say to that. The biggest fight in boxing for a fighter that's one of them has been fighting on undercards. Devin Haney wasn't even the most watched fighter on his own card recently, bro. They care more about David Benavidez. He got better numbers than Devin Haney on that card. Abdullah Mason got better numbers than Devin Haney on that card, bro.
Yeah.
Like this idea that two fighters, number one, who both have been B-sides in their biggest fights are going to be the biggest fight in boxing. Y'all are crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all are crazy. Like, if Benavidez were to get the Canelo fight, like Dreamo Water said in the chat, that's a bigger fight, bro. And guess what? This fight is hypothetical. It's a dream fight at this point because Shakur Stevenson said he ain't fighting nobody from 147 without a rehydration clause, and Devin Haney said he ain't fighting with a rehydration clause.
Right. Yeah.
So miss me with the Tank ain't gonna fight them, so it's a fantasy fight. Tank is ducking them, so it's a fantasy fight. Well, they both got a hard stipulation that neither one of them will be able to fight each other.
Yeah.
And then what if Tank Davis get the Drawmont Roach rematch? That'll be a Tank Davis versus Drawmont Roach 2 will be a bigger fight than Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney, in my opinion.
Yeah, everybody calling for that fight. Yeah.
Yeah. What y'all talking about, bro? If Devin Haney rematches Ryan Garcia in a rematch, that's a bigger fight than Devin versus Shakur, bro. It's so many fights that's bigger than that fight. I don't know what the hell people are talking about, bro, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah. And
then, so that's all I got on it, bro. I just think people people tripping, fam.
What do you think about Obatiah wanting David Benavidez?
If he wanted David Benavidez, he shouldn't have took his ass over there to Zuffa.
Okay.
I think Jai Obatiah is a bad boy. He my favorite cruiserweight right now because David ain't fought at cruiserweight yet. But how you want to fight somebody and then you go to Zuffa boxing?
Right.
You're not gonna get that fight, bro. Right. You're not gonna get that fight from Zuffa. David ain't going over to Zuffa to fight you.
Yeah.
So he went and crossed the street, then called him back to the other side of the street saying, I want to fight. I don't know if I rock with that, bro.
Yeah, man. So yeah. You know, so but yeah, you're right. Name, of course, you got Devin Haney fans. They believe he better than sliced bread. You got Shakur fans with Clarissa Shields, Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford, and they all got the same type of attitudes and same kind of, you know, that's why they friends. Let me put it that way. But anyway, still in all, the name recognition, that's why they're saying it's a big fight. Because who Devin, you know, because his father's out there acting a fool every day. So that's why they think it's a big fight. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It is a big fight.
Right.
Biggest fight in boxing, bigger than all the rest. No, y'all tripping, bro.
Right.
Y'all tripping. Like people always take shit too far. It is a big fight. Yes. The biggest in boxing. No, I can think about 4 or 5 fights that'll be bigger. Y'all got to cut that shit out, man. Y'all tripping.
Yeah.
For each of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Kamal's eyes in the super chat once again. He said, if Devin was really this big star and the face of boxing, Eddie Hearn would have said there's no money for the Lewis Crocker fight. He wouldn't be clout chasing Rolly, Pacquiao, and crashing till Shakur fight. Yeah, you're right. No, definitely, because they don't. Turkey is about to end all that shit. You know, because he about to skedaddle out of there. You know, that's what he about to do. So, let me see. Now see, drink more water up here. So,
yeah, he down there. Yeah, he got a super chat too.
Yeah. Okay. Now let me pull it up. I gotta pull that up. What is that? Okay, hold on.
It's showing that it's hard.
Yeah, I got it. There you go. All right. Yeah. Yes, sir. Say, check the ring channel. Devin versus Brian Norman Jr. got the least amount of views out of the 4 fights. Wow. And Benny Abdullah and Bam cracked 1 million views. Devin around 650,000. Wow. There you go.
That's why I be trying to tell people they don't be wanting to listen, man. Let's shift the conversation for a little bit. So, did you see the I don't know, did you watch my show on Friday? Did you get a chance to watch my show on Friday?
No, I didn't. You had to do it in a day, right?
Yeah. So there's a video that's out where you get to hear the entire hearing for Tank Davis and his
with the lady.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I'm about to see it on your show, but okay, yeah.
But you've seen it. So yeah, his lawyer is saying that he's the victim, he's being extorted. He's saying that the girl went back to him after the alleged incident. He's saying that he has it all documented and he has a lot of evidence. And he said during that hearing that the case is unprosecutable and they will not be going forward with the case. And that the lady that was there representing the district attorney's office, she doesn't have all the information that the rest of them have. And so he's confident after being a prosecutor and reviewing over thousands of cases. Tank Davis' lawyer is saying this is going to get thrown out. Nobody's going to prosecute this case. And you fast forward to right now, it's been a week and a half since he was arrested and the DA still hasn't brought formal charges against him. What's your thoughts on what the lawyer had to say? And if you didn't hear it, I have it. I could play it for you. But if you know what was said, then you can go ahead and react to it. What's your thoughts on that, man?
I can't remember what the lawyer said verbatim, but I will say this. You see, it's really no case there. And actually, Tank is the victim. And I think this lawyer is going to prove that. They overblown this. The media overblown it. The content creators overblown it. And they made it bigger than what it was. Don't know why. Maybe because he's this big star. Maybe because he's this face of boxing. I don't know why. They just didn't like him. Or they thought he had something on him. Now, you can't judge a person about what he did in the past. You got to judge a person what he's doing today. And that goes to show you. That goes to show you that Miami, whatever, they're probably pissed off right now because they showboated. They brought everybody out, made a big press conference and everything, and now they ain't did nothing. No manhunt and all that. He walking around in his city. Nobody didn't go to Cuba or nothing like that.
Sorry to cut you off real quick. His lawyer also said that because you said something about the manhunt. He said that he had the whole packet and all the information and all the documents or whatever. He said he gave that to the to the DA 10 days before Tank Davis was ever arrested. So that debunks and shows that he wasn't on the run. Like I told y'all, his legal team was already trying to work behind the scenes. His lawyer said that on camera and on tape as well, that he sent that stuff to them 10 days ago before, and that was 10 days before he ever even got arrested, that his lawyer was already talking to the DA, letting him know, like, y'all sure y'all want to go forward. Here's the evidence that we got. So his lawyer dropped some real gems and dropped some, some bombshells in that video, bro. But go ahead. I just wanted to make sure I pointed that out because I don't know if you knew that as well.
Yeah, and it's a shame when content creators, a lot of people come to hear the sport of boxing, and if a boxer get in trouble, just tell the truth or just fucking wait. But don't make up stuff. I mean, I think that's the worst thing a content creator can do is clickbait. That shows that, now you thirsty. Now you just want to play them like a fool. It's a shame. And then, of course, you mess with people's lives. These boxers listen to us. They might not admit it, but they do. They listen to us. And when you go out there and lie like that because you want maybe a view or something like that, or you want to be in a certain position like another content creator, then it's a problem. It's a problem. My motto is that if I don't know, I'll let you know. I get back to you. And I'm trying to find out for you. That's what I always say, and that's what I always do. But Tank Davis, one thing he does have to do is try to make better choices once he gets from under this, if he gets from under this, and make better choices as he come back. And I think he will. Because this made a big deal, and this kind of messed up his career, get his career black eye.
It messed up the bag. They said, the lawyers say he missed out on $20 to $40 million fucking around with this situation. So you better make wiser, smarter decisions. I'm gonna say this, bro. If you know anything about the legal system, if what that lawyer is saying is true, ain't no DA gonna pick up this case, and I think that might be why they're taking so long to charge him. So I'm not saying it isn't true. We gotta wait for everything to play out, as I've been telling y'all, but it's looking more and more likely as time goes on that you're gonna see that they probably don't move forward with formally charging him, and this may not even make it to trial. So if what this lawyer is saying is true, but KQ, if you haven't watched it in its entirety, it's about 5 minutes long. I suggest you go watch that because he dropped some gems in there.
I'm gonna check it out when I get off.
Yeah. So it's really telling what he had to say, but we'll see what happens. I just find it crazy that that, as you were saying, that people don't want to just report the truth on this. Even if you look at the way that this video was released, they only released a snippet of the judge giving him the bail, giving him the stay away order. They didn't tell us they didn't show us the entire video of what his lawyer said. They only reported he bonded out of jail. This is what, and then they only played a snippet of that shit. Then if you look at the arrest warrant, that the bench warrant that the judge issued for him in Baltimore, Maryland, because of this stuff, they reported on the warrant, but they didn't report that his team had already put in a motion to quash the warrant, to get rid of the warrant. Every time they seem to report on this young man, it's only the negative shit, or it's only the side of what he's being accused of. They never report on what his defense is, bro.
Exactly.
It's just, it's wild, fam. It's absolutely wild to watch how these boys is moving out here, man. It really is. So for me, man, I'm just gonna sit back with my popcorn, keep reporting the truth, and then I'm just gonna cover it as it comes in. But my opinion, if this dude is telling the truth, this Simon T. Steckel, this lawyer, man, if he's telling the truth about what he's alleging that they did and shit, this case is over with, bro. This case is over. Y'all might well get ready to bite some blood out your tongue and be mad as hell and get ready to be looking like a damn fool, because ain't no way a DA is gonna go forward with a case where the person that supposedly got all this shit done to him was showing criminal behavior them damn selves. They not finna go forward with this shit. And she may start saying, I don't even want to testify no more because y'all got me out here looking crazy as hell. So y'all go ahead, bro. Y'all keep saying all these lies and shit and keep putting yourself out there without all the facts. You gonna be looking dumb. You're gonna be looking real dumb if you keep doing that shit. So that's all I got on it, man, for right now. You got anything else?
No, that's about it. Smash the like button, everybody. All right, smash the like button. Now, one more thing though, I want to say about that knockout is that a lot of these fighters, some of them have been showing a little respect, but not really talking about it. A lot of fighters are just, not saying anything about it and things like that. And now I say this with, not being biased or anything, but when I look at the whole landscape of what happened to Gervonta Davis from day one to right today, we're talking about every interview that any of these fighters do, Tank Davis' name comes up. Anytime Ring Magazine or BoxingScene.com print an article, Tank name comes up. So now I say this, and I say this with great confidence, that he must be the face of boxing. He has to be, because everywhere you turn around in a sport, his name is somewhere in the conversation. His name is somewhere in the interview. His name is somewhere on the telecast. So somebody please explain to me, why is that? Why is that? Because he got to be that guy, And what makes it so bad, we need him. And boxing need him. Because we want exciting fighters. We want exciting fighters. I'm not happy with what we got so far. I want to see some exciting fighters. I want to see some ring IQ. I want to see some ring generalship and shit. I want to see a trap set. And then I want to see some knockouts. I want to see, that's what I want to see all together.
Facts. I want to see that's what the sweet science is. Nigga act like the sweet science is all defense and minimal offense. No, you gotta be doing everything, bro. Right, you gotta really be like that out there. We want to see that shit. But let me switch gears with you for a second, man. Richardson Hitchens says he is a generational talent, and he plans to show that against Oscar Duarte on this Ryan Garcia call. Yeah, he's generational. I don't know why you doing all that. He say I'm generational. I'm different. What you think of Richardson Hitchens, man? You agree or disagree, man?
Man, I disagree big time. I mean, you're gonna have to do more. Maybe he got something different. Maybe he's gonna show us something different, because last outing he went, I mean, he didn't have no power. He was just, posturing. Now he's very accurate when he throws. When he's decided to throw, he pretty much accurate with his punches, but he's not no talent right now. I mean, he's not killing and stepping on nobody out there. I mean, if you want to say that for your confidence, great. Go right ahead. If that works, go ahead. You like it, I love it. But right now, come on, dude. Come on. And this was wrong with these trainers. This was wrong with these trainers and these damn granddaddy trainers. All right? You got to start telling these guys the truth. You got to tell the guys these, the facts. Don't say, man, good job, great job, knowing that he didn't really do shit, right? Say, no, man, you got to step on it, man. What's wrong with you, man? Look, this is what we did in the gym. This is what we worked on. I mean, you got to be honest with these guys. That's why knockout, I like Brian Norman Jr., what he did. He replaced his father. Father got mad, but he still replaced him. Now,
yeah, he went to Derrick James. He went to Ronnie Shields. I can't wait to see who he going to sign up with.
Yeah.
Now, I can't wait to see who he gonna sign up with, man, for real.
Yeah. Now, let me just say about Oscar Duarte. He's a good fighter. Now, his hands was kind of tied when he fought Ryan Garcia, because Ryan Garcia kept doing that damn Philly shell, whatever he was doing. And
that was the Vermont shell. That shit was the Rhode Island shell. I don't know what the fuck that shit was, boy. That boy whole back was turning and shit. Boy, what are you doing?
So Duarte was kind of like, he couldn't hit him, right? Because he's scared to go hit him in the back and get a point taken and all that. And he got to turn his ass around. And I don't know what Ryan was doing. You know, Jerry James got mad about that shit too. But anyway, but I think Oscar Duarte, he's still a formidable opponent.
We'll be able to see if Richard Hitchens got better from that Gustavo Limons performance. Because if the Richard Hitchens that fought Gustavo Limons shows up, Duarte gonna give him some smoke. Gonna give him some smoke. But you'd have to favor Richard Hitchens in that fight. Now, what I will say is, bro, beating Oscar Duarte not gonna make nobody believe you a generational talent. Like, I mean, you delusional as hell. You sound crazy as hell saying some shit like that. But what can do that for Richard Hitchens if he can stop ducking Gary Antoine Russell? If he can stop running from Gary Antoine Russell, this Gary Antoine Russell beat your ass 4 times in the amateurs, bro. And he's a champion in your division. And when they asked Richard Hitchens about Gary Antoine Russell, he say Gary Antoine Russell got to get his name up. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, boy. You sound like a duck.
What?
So a champion in your man, Richard Hitchens be tripping. I'm trying to tell you. So a champion in your division has already beat your ass 4 times. That's more proven than you, that fought better opposition than you. He got to get his name up, but you about to get in the ring with Oscar Duarte. You just got in the ring with George Camboso.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. So that, like, Richard Hitchens, man, he like a active squad, you know, reject. Like, he want to be Shakur and them. He want to be part of the tag team champions with Shakur and them.
Yeah.
But Keyshawn don't like him. So they won't let him in the group and shit. He like kind of on the outside looking in. He like a orphan looking for a home. One minute he want to be on Tank's side and he slap boxing with Tank and he real cool with Tank. Then the next minute he on Shakur and them side. He real cool with Shakur and shit. Now he trying to talk like he generational and shit. That boy beat Oscar Duarte and fight one of these champions at 140. You want to be generational? Shakur Stevenson just became a champion in your weight class. What's up?
Right.
What's up? You know what I mean? Like, what we doing? So I ain't buying that shit, man. Oscar Duarte, it'll show that you a good fighter. It'll show that you learn to deal with pressure a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like a pressure fighter a little bit better, but it won't prove that you a generational fighter, bro. That boy knocking out Cambosos got him gas. I don't know why knocking out Cambosos is the end all be all, man.
You know, his head just blew up and he was with Tank, like I said, Adrian Broner, all them guys. Now he's on the other side. You know, him and Ray Ford, they hang alongs. They want to be, you know, a part of the group. You know, they want to be a part of that Andre Ward, Crawford, and Carissa Shields, and, you know, they want to be part of that group over there, you know. And this takes me to my goddamn problem with this brotherly love shit, right? Where, I mean, all this friendship and all this, you know, and some smart ass in my comment gonna say, well, KQ, they came through the amateurs together and stuff. That don't mean you don't fight them. This is a sport. A lot of guys went to college.
All these niggas came through the amateurs together.
Yeah, I mean, look at basketball. A lot of guys went to Duke and all them other schools, you know, and they end up in the pros, and they had to go against each other. You know, come on now. Look at James.
But KQ is a combat sport. It's more dangerous, KQ.
Damn that. You know what you signed up for. You know what you signed up for. And now, here, Keyshawn, my brother, that's my brother. I would never fight and stuff. Y'all in the same class now. And Shakur, he can't go back down because he can't go chase no more belts because his ass too big. Then Keyshawn, a little small 147, he want to fight Devin. But he said, Devin don't like me. He never did like me. Every time I used to be around him and Shakur playing basketball, he'd roll his eyes at me. You know, y'all are so soft out here, boy. What is going on here? Man.
Hey, man, catch that super check. I gotta ask you something, man. I think me and you might have some beef, man. Yeah. Gotta ask you something, man.
Okay, come on. What's going on, brother? Once again, he said, man, Frank Martin also called out Richard Hitchens. Okay, that's a good fight.
Yeah, he need to fight somebody. Richard Hitchens need to fight somebody. We got beef, KQ, because your favorite fighter called my favorite fighter out. What's up?
Who?
Jamel Charlo out here calling out Earl Spence, man.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? Earl say you just doing that shit because Terrence Crawford is gone.
Yeah.
And cause Canelo is gone and you ain't got nobody else to get a big payday for. He say, you know, I used to whoop your ass in sparring, boy. Yeah. What you think of that right there? Earl versus Jamel.
Hey, look, Jamel say, look, I'm still young, I'm still athletic, I'm very athletic, you know, and look, and they don't got what I got, you know, and I got the whole package. And you know what? And Jamel do got the whole package. See, I think Jamel would give Earl some good work, you know, because Jamel got some spring in them legs, baby. Yeah, so he still got it. You know, I mean, he was undefeated, so you might wow EJ down, baby. And come on now, no. So man, Earl better get right. Yes, sir. But Earl doing some good things out there.
That's a fight though. That's a good fight. They both been out the ring for 3 years almost. Because one of them, Earl ain't fought since July 2023. Jamel ain't fought since September 2023. Let me tell you something, though, KQ. My boy a dog. Your boy soft. My boy a dog. Your boy soft. He out here running from Canelo and shit, all scary in the fight and shit. My boy went out like a soldier. Earl a dog. Earl a dog. Your boy, he's soft out there. He a little poodle. He a little poodle out there. Earl say, what's up, man? Earl gonna handle that boy, man.
Yeah. I mean, Jamel, you know, I even got on for that fight with Canelo because I knew that was a money grab, you know, basically, and he didn't want to get hurt and whatever. But Earl always been a dog, even though he did lose to Crawford. But he took it like a man. You know, he took the ass whooping and kept coming. You know, kept getting up. You know, so he is a dog out there, and I like what he's doing right now. Roy Jones in Dallas right now, and they was working with some kids out there, you know, and autographs and taking pictures, and you know, I like that. You know, I like he working with the community right now. So, but yeah, Earl Spence still, you know, he's still that guy, but he still don't know if he's coming back or not. So
yeah, if he come back, I think that'll be a good fight for both of them to see who really need to start getting the shot. Like basically see who really done. Whoever lose, your ass probably done in the sport at the top level. So let them boy fight to see who might can try to become champ. If I'm PBC, I'm letting them fight to see who I want to give a shot at Sebastian Fundora. You know, see who I want to give a shot at my 154 champion, or see who if they gonna fight at 160. See who I want to give a shot at my 160-pound champion, Carlos Adames or Eris Landy Lara. I want to see them fight first, and then see who I can sell better to get a championship fight after them two boys get into it. Now, somebody asked us a question. He says, KO and KQ, what fight would y'all want to see from Tank besides a Roach rematch? So Tank Davis comes back. Who do you want to see him fight besides a rematch with Drawmont Roach?
Well, I always wanted to see him and Shakur Stevenson. I always thought that was the fight that was going to be a super fight there. At least I thought, you know, and I think that might be a far gone conclusion now. So, Merlin Tyler, if he's still there, I would like to see that fight. You know, that's a good fight right there. Let me see who else at 134. Oh yeah, Merlin Tyler. You know, right now Merlin Tyler, and if Tank decides to go up to 140, then he can get those guys up there. You know, 140 still some great fighters up there. So I would like to see Merlin Tyler and maybe Shakur if he's still at 140, and I would like to see him with Keyshawn if Keyshawn stay at 140.
Yeah,
you know?
I think outside of Drawmont Roach, I think any champion at 135, any champion at 140, I'm cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, any champion at 135, any champion at 140, I'm cool. I'd be cool with that. The only person I wouldn't want to see him fight is like if he come back and they say, okay, you ain't champion, you champion in recess, you got to fight Williams Zepeda for your WBA belt back or something crazy. Like I don't want to see no shit like that. I don't want to see him fighting somebody that Shakur Stevenson I already beat. I'd rather him just fight a champion at 135. He gonna stay at 135, or if he gonna come back to 140, fight a champion at 140. Those would be the fights outside of the Drawmont rematch that I would want to see him in, bro.
Okay, I want to touch on one subject. Let me catch your super chat. Shout out to Eugene Johnson in the Cash App. I appreciate you, brother. Yes, sir. All right. Come on. Once again, in a super chat, he said Shakap gets a pass from running from Oshaki Foster, Tito Mercado, and the Cuban knockout artist. They have a million excuses for him ducking that work. Always, come on, always a million excuses for him ducking.
Oh, I got Eugene Johnson. Appreciate you in that Cash App, bro. I didn't even get the notification. Appreciate you with that Cash App, bro. 20 piece in the Cash App. Thank you, dog. Appreciate you, big homie. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, Eugene.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead, KQ. My bad. What's the subject you was talking about, man?
Good brothers, Eugene. Deontay Wilder. And
that boy acting fake as a $3 bill, ain't it?
yeah.
That boy acting fake as a $4 bill, bro. And people were mad at me for man. Go ahead, KQ. I already know what you about to say. Go ahead, bro.
Man, listen. Wilder, I like Wilder, man. Look, I heard he's a good dude behind the scenes and everything. But Wilder, please stop, dude. Give it up. All right. That was how many years ago? And Tyson Fury, he did respond back and said he gonna pray for him. He gonna pray for him, and he's his door's open to him and this and that. Yeah, his glove was flapping, y'all. It was flapping, But Deontay, you over his country. You on a show, to promote the fight and things like that. They gave you another shot. Calm down, brother. Calm down. All right. Let's not get into this racism shit and this and that. And he just snapped, right? He just snapped this shit. And I'm like, come on, man. Come on, Wilder. Don't do that, man. You're getting another shot. And then this is short last fight. He's returned. And Wilder, you trying to get that career started back, for another few fights. And you don't do that in their country. And of course, that's their guy. And you just snapped on Fury, snapped at what he did. And listen, and understand too, because that glove was flapping. Something happened. Don't know what. Hasn't been proven. So sometimes you just gotta let shit go. You gotta let shit fly away. And that wasn't the time or the place for that. So he really, he really was heated up. But I think you were trying to sell the fight, though. I think you're trying to sell the fight, knockout. That's what I believe.
This is my problem, bro. This and people got mad at me for saying this. I know we're about to end the show, but I want to just show you something, bro.
Yeah.
Can you share that real quick so they can see it, bro?
Yeah. Okay.
When Deontay Wilder did this, I was highly critical of it. I'm gonna play it for y'all. It's only about 10 seconds.
Hey, round 4, guys.
So when he did that, KQ, he hugged Tyson Fury, shook his hand. He was cool with him when he saw Tyson Fury in his face. This is after they already fought 3 times.
Right.
Now, in the ring after their third fight, he said, I ain't got no respect for you. I ain't shaking your hand. You cheated me. And I'm cool with that because that's how I felt too, like Tyson Fury cheated him. But then when you saw him in his face, you hugging him, you saying what's up to him, and then everybody got mad at KO. Oh, KO, what you want to do? Punch him right there? Oh, you want him? Nah, bro, I want him to keep that same energy.
Right.
But now here we go, fast forward again. Now you back pissed off at him? Now you mad and you blowing up, you're running out the damn thing. You don't want to talk about him. You putting you disrespecting the cardboard picture of him. Where was that energy then when you was all up in his face when he was yelling out bomb squad and you were giving him a hug, bro?
Right.
That's what I'm not buying. That shit fake, bro. Either you don't got no respect for him and you keep that same energy whether he's in the room or he's not in the room, or you do got respect for him and you stop acting like you gonna do something like you mad and shit when he not around and shit, and now you just like that's just fake to me, bro. That's fake. I'm not messing with that at all, bro. And it's because of that right there. And I told y'all back then, bro, that was like 2-3 years ago. People was in my comment section, KQ, super mad that I was criticizing him for shaking Tyson Fury hand and hugging him and shit and being all cool with him.
Yeah.
And then now he's doing the same shit, acting like he mad at him and shit. Man, I'm not finna flip and flop with this dude, bro. You tripping.
Right.
You straight tripping, but that's all I got on it, bro.
Yeah.
Like he fake as hell for that, dog.
Yeah, like Fury said, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you, Deontay. You know, I put a lot of money in your pocket, and he did. You know, he was the A side one, but so I mean, that was then. Now we here. Now you back mad. No, I think he's trying to sell the fight, and
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but you know, bipolar, whatever. I don't know, but that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
So that even should be an issue now. You need to focus on Shakur. That's what you need
Yeah.
to focus on.
Yeah,
So,
because that's a tough fight for Deontay. If he don't catch him with that right hand, Chisora get on the inside, make that shit ugly. Chisora can beat him, bro. Straight
Right.
up. But that's all we got, man. Well, let everybody know when you going live, man. We got the Super
Yes,
Bowl
sir.
today, man.
oh yeah, Super Bowl. Yes, sir. So
Mhm.
I will be live again Wednesday. Yes, sir. Wednesday through Sunday. Okay. Yes, sir. So that's the next time I'll be live, everybody, because I appreciate everybody with the fight call yesterday. I appreciate everybody that came out last week. And we know we doing our thing, man. I appreciate it. What about you,
Yeah.
Knockout? Well, next time you going
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Your boy KO will be live. So I appreciate everybody tuning in to KQ with me this morning. Thank y'all so much. Hit the like button on your way out.
Yes,
KQ,
sir.
I'll catch you next time, man. Take it
Yes,
easy,
sir.
bro.
And we living it up. Out. We out.
This song is dedicated to all those ballers out there and all those hustlers and just people out there just getting their money on, you know what I'm saying? To all of you haters, just remember this. I'm living it up, y'all.